know it's because it's getting dark earlier too, and faster. Like once it starts, it just starts to get dark. Right. Same to you. Hey y'all, happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to whoever that is in the chat. Y'all be stopping by. And then when somebody speaks to you, you leave. That's why I just be glad that you come, okay? I'm just glad that you stopped by. But I do want to say happy Labor Day to everyone. Whether you come into this live or whether you catch the replay, happy Labor Day to you. I hope that you were off today. You know, some jobs, they're 24/7, 24/7. And you can't always be off, right? You can't always be off. Such is with the labor force. Such is with the labor force. You have 24-hour facilities, businesses, companies that stay open 24 hours. And everyone can't be off Labor Day. But to those who can, happy Labor Day to you. And to those who can't, happy Labor Day to you as well. Happy Labor Day to you as well. It's still Labor Day, and you're just putting in that work. So just walk with me. Walk with me like we always do. Whether it's 1 of you, 10 of you, 20 of you, or however many of you it is. Some of you will catch the replay, and that's okay. Because we're not walking for fame. We're not walking for attention. We're not walking for celebrity status, right? We've been doing this for what? We've been doing this forever, for me. But on this app, over 2 years. Over 2 years. Because we're doing this for health and fitness. So many people may have other goals such as weight loss, such as clearing the mind, helping to get your mental in check, okay? But at the end of the day, regardless of whatever your goal is or whatever your reason is for walking or any type of cardiovascular activity, the end result hopefully will be better health and fitness, okay? And as I've always said, never had to be reminded about a disclaimer, okay? Always contact your primary health care provider before starting or restarting or re-implementing a workout plan, regimen, or routine, okay? Even athletes don't just jump up and go out there and do their thing with no practice, right? No advice, no help. So always contact your primary care provider, be it your general practitioner, which is your MD, your physician's assistant, your nurse practitioner, your CNRP, your weight trainer even, your fitness coach, okay, your nutritionist, and any specialty doctors that you may have, all right? Always contact them. It is a team effort. It's a collaboration. It's a collaborative effort. They are the atom that circles you, and you are the nucleus, okay? So share any information that you need to share with your primary healthcare providers, with your specialty doctors, with your weight trainers, your fitness trainers, and any of those people, so that you guys can come up with a plan to get you on the right path to fitness. Whether your goal is to lose weight, whether your goal is to help try to get those cholesterol numbers in check, those blood pressure numbers in check, those glucose numbers in check, whatever it is, okay? It's a collaborative effort. Your team forms the atom around you. You are the nucleus. All right? All right. Got that disclaimer out the way. We've been doing it forever and a day. Okay? Be careful about the information that you listen to and the information that you disseminate and the information that you repeat. Okay? Because those of us who have been trained and studied, learned, degreed, certified to do certain things, we even have to participate in continuing education classes yearly, okay? Yearly and as needed. So we have to be very mindful of the things that we say. Anything you hear me say is for informational purposes only. They're nuggets. We drop nuggets over here in Lions Pride, okay? We drop nuggets. Hopefully those nuggets will help you or someone that you know. We do not professionally, medically, or clinically assess, diagnose, treat, or evaluate. That's it, y'all. So how's Labor Day? How is your Labor Day? Hi, Betty. Happy retirement days. Welcome to the live. Happy Labor Day to you. Hope you're having a great Labor Day. And thank you again for taking us on that ride. You took us on a ride. When was that? Was that like early last week? I might be off with the time that it was, but I know you took us on a ride and it was nice. It was really nice. I like getting out sometimes and just riding. It clears your mind. You see new things. Sometimes you see things that you're not even aware of. You see changes that you're unaware of. So it's refreshing to get out and just look at nature. Okay, it doesn't have to be the eighth wonder of the world. You just want to get out there and look. Free your mind, free your mind, free your mind. Yes, last week it was nice to get away. Yes, I could tell you were really enjoying yourself, so I was glad to see that. It's refreshing sometimes to just get away, and you don't have to go far a lot of times. You don't really have to always go far. Just get out of the house, do something a little bit different, or do something that you haven't done in a while. Do something that you haven't done in a while. A lot of times we're looking for things to do, but we can often look back on things that we used to do that we haven't done in a long time, and we can get great pleasure from those things. Revisit some of the old habits or some of the old hobbies or some of the old pleasures that we used to indulge in, just to switch it up a little bit, change it up, get out of the monotony of things. Uh-oh. So I'm trying to fly my eye. It's trying to fly into my eye. Geesh. These bugs, I tell you. That's the one thing about winter. You don't have to worry about all these bugs as much. You don't have to worry about all these bugs so much. We camp there every year, but it has been 16 years since we have been there. Wow. See? Sometimes it's not even something new. It's just, we're going to say something renewed, right? Something we haven't done in a while that we really just need to do. Get out. Get back to the old. Sometimes you have to get back to the old. I promise you, sometimes getting back to the old is the best thing for you. Getting back to things. That's everything. That's priceless, precious. Sometimes you just got to get back to your old ways, get back to your old habits, to some of the things that you used to do that brought you joy. And nothing has changed. That's good. That's good. That's good. And that's surprising. That is really surprising that after, was it 16 years? Nothing had changed. Because it seems like change is happening so often. Like your surroundings, no matter where you live. Sometimes you can get into some of these really, really small towns and things don't change for them. But a lot of times, small town, big town, mid-size, whatever it is, things change. And it's like when you go back, especially if you haven't been in years, sometimes it looks totally different. And sometimes it may not look totally different, but it looks different enough for you to kind of reminisce and miss what was once there. Kind of reminisce and miss what was there. So if anybody comes across this live, look, reminisce. Go back to an old place that you haven't been in a while, or go back to doing some things that you haven't done in a while, and watch those things bring you pleasure. Watch those things bring you joy. Okay? Indulge in some of the things that you used to do that made you happy, that even kept you calm, cool, and collected. Okay? Calm, cool, and collected. Okay? Do some of those things. As well as some new things, as well as trying new things. For some of us, some things, it can be walking around in the neighborhood, walking around the neighborhood, going to a park that you haven't gone to before, taking a new family trip, just like Betty went to a place where they're fond of and that they haven't been in a while, truly enjoyed themselves. do that. And if you've been doing that, try something new. Try a new place. Try a new place. So I want you guys to look at the legs move, okay? Look at the legs move. The legs moving are meant to encourage you to get up and move your own, to move yourself. Whether it's your legs, it can be your arms, whatever it is that you are able to move for at least 30 minutes each day of the week. Okay, strive for 5. There's nothing wrong with cardiovascular activity 7 days a week, but strive for 5. Therefore, if you miss a day or two, you've at least done 3. Okay? You guys know I like to kind of equate different things that are totally different from each other. I like to put them together. So you know what one of my main things is radar, right? RADAR. You start with R, you end with R. Whenever you're exercising, you start with stretching, you end with stretching. And sometimes you can stretch even in between, right? Because sometimes those muscles need to release more lactic acid, okay? So R is for stretching, A is for your warm-up, D is for your workout, A is for your cool down, and R is for your last bit of stretching, okay? Okay? Y'all know what I say as well. My workout is like my meal, okay? My warm-up is my appetizer, my workout is my entree, and my cool down is my dessert. And often I come on here and I have a second dessert with you guys and we walk and talk. That's what we do over here in Lions Pride. We walk and talk and we just have conversation. Okay? So I hope that you guys are all having an amazing, amazing, amazing Labor Day. And spending time with your family. I know I have. But I still have to come on here and walk some of that food off, right, y'all? Walk some of that food off. Walk some of that food off. And talk to whoever is available. So look at the legs move, guys. Look at the legs move. Move your arms. Move those legs. Move at the elbow. Move those shoulders. Okay? Exercise those ankles. The more you move, the more your body creates synovial fluid. All right? And the synovial fluid lubricates the joints. And I don't care what age you are, you need that synovial fluid to keep those joints lubricated. Okay? Hold on just a second, guys. Okay, but I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I had to make a stop. Y'all. I had to make a stop. So we're gonna go this way. So again, I hope you guys are having, I hope you had, and I hope that you are having a happy Labor Day. You know, for those of you who are off today, and for those of you who did, or who do have to work today, I hope that the day has been happy. I hope that you had some time to get some you time, spend some time with family and friends. And if you did nothing else, to rest, to rest. I hope you had some time to rest, because that's what days off are for, right? Hopefully, that's what a day off is for. You get you a 3-day weekend, an extra day to rest. Rest and relaxation. What do we talk about? We talk about the R words over here. Rest and relaxation. Okay? You want to rest. Sometimes you want to rewind, right? So, sometimes you want to rewind. We always talk about unwinding, and unwinding is a great thing. But a lot of times you want to rewind. And sometimes you don't want to rewind. Sometimes you don't want to rewind. Sometimes you need for things to be just the way, for things to happen just the way they happen. Sometimes you would like to rewind and change things a little bit, but sometimes you need things to be just the way they were. Hey, Rock. Hey, Lions Pride in chat. Hey, Rock Just Living. I definitely got some rest today. Good. Hey, Sharonda. Hey, Sharonda. Sharonda says, hey, everybody. Rock. Oh, my goodness. I did too, Rock. I was glad to get it too. You know how sometimes you're just going, and you're always moving. And honestly, that's a good thing, right? My grandparents told me that was always a good thing. Like, just move. That's why sometimes when people retire, they don't stop working or they go back to work, because when they retire and they sit at home, if they're not traveling and things like that, they become complacent and they don't do much, and they just like, they feel like, okay, I'm not doing anything. And for some people, you know how we encourage exercise over here, right? For some people, work is actually their exercise. For some people, work is actually their exercise. So if they don't get out and get about and do some things, they become bored, they become kind of lax and everything. So for anybody who got a chance to be off today, I'm glad that you guys got a chance to be off. I know some of you are so busy that your off day, you were probably just as busy as any other day. But hopefully, like Rock did, like I got a little bit of rest, she got some rest. I'm sure some of you guys got some rest. I'm hoping everybody was able to get a little bit of me time in. Okay? And happy Labor Day again to each and every one of you guys. Thank you for coming into the chat. It's a holiday. I didn't expect anybody to come into the chat, but for those of you who did, thank you for doing so. Everything is about multitasking, right? So whenever somebody makes me a part of their multitasking, I'm appreciative of that, and I have to let you guys know that. I'm appreciative to my moderators, my subscribers, and to YouTube, okay? Okay? Y'all know I always say we get so caught up in the things about the app. Sometimes we get caught up in some of the ways of the app that we don't think they're going right. But look, it's an app, and it's a free app, okay? And they allow us the opportunity to network, to engage, and to enjoy it. So hopefully most of your time on the app is enjoyable, okay? Hopefully most of the time is enjoyable. And if it's not enjoyable, take a break, sit back, regroup, and it's free. So come back when you choose. Come back when you choose. And if you don't want to leave, then don't leave. But sometimes we just have to, meticulate a little bit, be more meticulous about the things that we do, right? Maneuver a little bit differently. And sometimes we have to go back to our own way, our own old way of doing things. I'm so glad to be back to an old way of doing things. Sometimes change isn't good, right? Sometimes change isn't good. But we often change because we're trying to be more, you know, inclusive or not so closed off. But do you the way you're doing you, and it'll work out the best that way. Okay? It'll work out the best that way. So thank you guys for those who gave me that thumbs up. I appreciate it. Y'all know I don't fuss about the thumbs up, right? I like a good thumbs up. Okay? I appreciate it. But my thing is that there's so many ways to support. You can give a thumbs up. You can subscribe if you haven't. Once you've subscribed, you can ring my doorbell, better known as that YouTube notification bell, so that you will know and you'll be notified every time I upload a live. Well, not upload a live, but upload a video. I guess I say that like that because I'm not used to uploading videos. I rarely do videos. Usually it's my rain videos, my weather videos, or stuff like that. But I tend to do those, um, every now and again, whenever we can get that type of weather, especially in my shorts. So check out the shorts table. Check out the shorts table. Check out the lives that we come in here in Lions Pride and do. Check out, I think I still have a few ocean videos. I know I have some rain videos from a few years ago. So check those things out. Check out my shorts table. I'm a variety channel and I really focus on shorts, and I focus on coming on here almost daily, to do my live walk and talks in the Pride with you guys. And I truly appreciate those of you who are able to make it when you make it. Okay, I truly do. So I tell you to look at the legs move. That's been my thing over here. I've always said that. And I'm going to continue to say it. Okay? Look at the legs move. And if you don't want to look at the legs move, then you shouldn't have a problem not looking at the legs move. Right? But looking at the legs move, people have often said, looking at your legs move, it motivates me to go ahead and get up and move. And moving can be anything. It can be walking, but it doesn't have to be walking, right? You can ride your bicycle around your neighborhood. You can get on your stationary bike. You can get on your treadmill. You can get on your walking pad. You can get on your elliptical, right? You can get up and dance. You can walk around every room in your house, right? If you don't want to go outside in that heat, walk around every room in your house. Walk around the biggest room in your house. Do laps around the biggest room in your house. Walk around the outside of your house so that if you do get hot, you can go in and get under that cool AC, okay? You can go swimming. You can go outside and play kickball with the kids, right? You can strike up a game of kickball with the neighbors. You can play tennis. It's a lot of stop and go. You can shoot ball. It all gets that cardio going, right? So there are a plethora of things that you can do. Many people do choose to walk because it's simple, it's easy. Most of us walk every day, even if you're just walking to do your day-to-day activities, right? So people think, okay, well, let me take this time, 20, 30 minutes, and get a good walk in, where I'm just focusing on me. Exercise releases those endorphins, right? Those good endorphins. Those good endorphins. Those endorphins are so helpful to your mood, right? They're so helpful to your mood. So endorphins are good for your mood. They're good for your mental. Exercising helps to release those endorphins. All right? Because stress, what does that release? Stress releases those bad hormones, right? So we don't want the bad hormones released. We want the good hormones released. We want those endorphins released. And exercising helps to release those endorphins. Helps to improve your mood, your mindset, the way of thinking, and that's what you want to release. So yes, y'all, it's getting darker. I'm sure wherever you guys are, it's getting darker. You've probably noticed that it's getting darker a little bit earlier. But hey, some people are waiting for that. Some people prefer that. Some people are waiting for that. They prefer, they like daylight savings time. Not that they don't like it, but they prefer it in the fall, when we fall back. Okay, when we fall back and we have more, it gets dark earlier, so much earlier during the day. I like it. I really do like it. I like it. I like both. I like both times. I just wish we could go back to when it was kind of even, depending on where you live. I think that some people, maybe they don't even have daylight savings time. think maybe they stay on one time year round. Um, at one point, they wanted Congress to change it so that everybody would be on one time. It's gone before Congress, but it doesn't get passed. At least it hasn't got passed yet. So certain areas are able to do as they choose, but most of us, we spring forward in the spring and we fall back in the fall. Spring forward in the spring, fall back in the fall. That's a good way to remember it, okay? That is probably the easiest way to remember it. So yes, guys, move, 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 okay? Get up and move. Move those shoulders, move your elbows, move your wrist, exercise your wrist. Believe it or not, your wrist, look, you need you need some strength in those arms from the fingertips to the shoulder, okay? You need to just think about it. Have you guys ever lifted grocery bags or lifted something and thought it was going to be okay, but you felt it in your wrist? So yeah, do that. Exercise those, do some wrist curls with a little 2-pound weight. 2-pound weight, okay? Do those bicep curls, okay? Down and up, down and up. Then we're gonna reverse, because if you work those biceps, you definitely need to work the what? The triceps, right? You want those muscles to look nice and even. So do some tricep curls, okay? Those will help to build those triceps. Keep those muscles toned and even. And ladies, I know we always want to look nice with our arms out, right? When we wave, we don't want our arms to keep flopping when we're done waving, right? Look, if it does, it just does. Such is life. But if you can manage that and keep that to a minimum, you feel better. You look better. Okay? So worry about feeling good first. Feel good, look good. Hey, Stefan. How you doing? Okay, y'all, I had to look at something. Hey, Stefan, happy Labor Day. Happy Labor Day to you. How you doing? Stefan, I decided to come on here for about 30 minutes. 30 minutes. It's the holiday. I know people are out and about, or they're at home getting some rest, you know, with that extra day off, that 3-day off, that 3-day weekend off. For those who are off on the weekends, it's always nice to get that third day, that Friday or that Monday. And let me tell you, to get Friday and Monday, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. You're doing fine. That's good. Stefan says, hi, ladies in the chat. Hey, ladies in the chat. Hey, hey, hey. So, yeah, it's Labor Day, y'all. And again, it catches me. It starts to get dark earlier. And when I started out today, I started out a little bit earlier than I have been in the past. But look, it still caught me. It still caught me. It still caught me. It still became dark before I got finished. I'm actually finished, but I need to get to where I'm going. Okay? I need to get to where I'm going. So I've been having a good day, a good Labor Day. I'm glad that you guys got some rest, you know, got to spend some time with family and friends, hopefully. And again, if you didn't, that's okay. That's okay, because guess what? We are in holiday season, right? We are in the what? The third of the year. We are 2/3 is gone, all right? We're in the third of the year, right? The third. After September, we'll be in the fourth quarter. After September, we'll be in the fourth quarter. And if y'all know football, y'all know what that fourth quarter means. It starts to get crunch time, right? If y'all know football, you know the fourth quarter means crunch time. So right now, we're in the third of the year, approaching you're looking at it in, as far as the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. We're entering the fourth quarter after September. So if you didn't get to spend some time with family and friends today, with the grace of God, think about it. You got Halloween coming up. You guys know that Halloween is one of the most celebrated holidays there is. I don't think that it's a matter of celebration. I think that it's a matter of people wanting to have fun. People get together and they have those Halloween parties. The baby came with 3 dads. Stefan, that baby got, look, Stefan, You got baby daddies who don't want to step up to the plate. You got babies who got one baby daddy that don't want to step up to the plate. This baby got 3 daddies that want to step up to the plate. Look at that. Look at that. And then Stephon, the baby already, of course you know the baby looks 3 months, right? The baby looks 3 months. When they first held the baby up close, they tried to swallow it and wrap it up real good. But you can see that head, and it was people in the comments saying that the head looked like Arby's. And then there were people in the comments saying that baby's too light to be Arby's. I'm like, come pump your brakes now. Y'all already know African American babies, or African American / Hispanic babies, because I think Shayla is part Hispanic. They look light. Most of them look really, really light at first, no matter the complexion of the parents. Most of those babies come out light because they've been inside the womb. They've been inside the womb. Now, that doesn't mean some babies don't come out dark skinned, because they do. But for the most part, even if the parents are both of a darker complexion, those babies tend to come out kind of light. Kind of light, with the possibility of coming out dark skinned. And then, like my granny always said, look at those ears, okay? Look at the back of those ears. Look at the tip of those ears. You'll see. Look at those fingernails right there around the fingernail bed. Look at that and you'll see. But even then, complexion doesn't really matter. Do you know how many babies I've seen, both of their parents are light complected and they're like caramel to dark? Or both parents are dark complexion and the babies are kind of caramel to light? Sometimes it's just like with everything else, genetics. Genetics. They might have a really, really light-skinned grandmom. That baby came out with a job, okay? Stephon, he got a W-2 waiting on him. He has a W-2 waiting on him. Country Wayne, y'all. Country Wayne, that's what we're talking about. So please, please, please. Stephon caught me over there in the comments. I love, love, love Country Wayne. So, yep, the baby with 3 daddies has arrived. And Stephon, Mike, I just wish somebody would just get Mike and give him a good talking to, okay? Just give him a good talking to, because he needs to pump his brakes. I understand, and it's respectable what he's doing, but sometimes sometimes I feel like he's trying to be in the way, and he's not respecting the fact that you're stepping on somebody else's toes. Remember, he got so mad at Wayne about Blake, and Blake was grown. So he can't, I know he definitely has to understand how Arby feels with him always getting his big butt in the way. And Rolanda explained it to him perfectly. She explained it to him perfectly. Like, step back. We know this is your woman. If you're going to be that type of father, that's great. That's great. If you're going to be that type of guy to step up and be a good stepdad, that is great. But Mike, when you find out the way your woman used to like to toot it up, you might not be too thrilled about Shayla. You might not be too thrilled to have Shayla as your woman. Because it's like everybody in Atlanta has had a turn except Wayne. And Wayne just wasn't feeling it. The sister was trying to tell, yeah, she was. And I was getting so frustrated, Stephon, because I'm like, why y'all got her doing all of this? Let her, oh my gosh, y'all. Did y'all hear that rat-a-tat-tat? It didn't even sound good. He just got to a certain spot in the street and he just let it all hang loose. That didn't even sound good. It sounded horrible. It sounded horrible. Yes, he needs to worry about fixing his relationship with his daughter. Yeah, stop trying to play stepdad. Exactly. And I don't know. I think that in his mind, because Mike is really like, Mike is a cool guy. And you can tell he wants to be a good guy, and he tries to be a good guy. And I think genuinely he's authentically a good guy. But, you know, good people don't always make good decisions. And I think what he's trying to do is the fact that he wasn't there for Blake when she was that age. And like he said, that's no fault of his own. He didn't know or something. So he wasn't there, right? So being that you weren't there, you cannot take Shayla's baby and make up for what you didn't do with Blake. You cannot do that. Because in the meantime and in the process, you have Blake who is an adult, but she's still, I mean, you have people 50 years old who still feel some type of way if they feel like their parents didn't love them the right way. You know what I'm saying? So this young lady is in her early 20s. So you need to go and focus on her. Because if Shayla's your woman, that baby's gonna be around anyway. But he's like overly involved with trying to play a part in that baby's life. And it's just so nerve-wracking. It's so nerve-wracking. And then he's sitting there asking Rolanda to call Blake. I'm like, oh, so because at first he was kind of mad at Blake or whatever. So I'm like, okay, so now he's open. He said he's been trying to reach out to her. Well, how about go to her, Mike? How about go to her? I'm sure you know where she is. I'm sure you know where to find her. She lives with Wayne. Mike really gets on my nerves. Because I feel like adults shouldn't be that, that's a grown man. I feel like a grown man shouldn't be that delusional, that clueless. Like, what is the problem? What's the problem? Go get your own daughter, the one that came from you, your seed, the one you created. Leave other folks' kids alone. But that's how some people are. They'll use any excuse from they don't like the mama till the child doesn't want to be involved with them. Well, hell, you ain't been around. So I'm like, I'm so frustrated by him. I'm so frustrated by him. I'm so frustrated by him. And that's the absolute truth. He does. And I'm like, it seems like he wants to prove to Shayla so much that he wants to be there. I'm like, dude, you don't have to, okay? You don't have to. The father is right there. Step up as a stepfather the way a stepfather should. Of course, a lot of stepfathers, you can just remove the word step because they're so close to their stepkids, it's like they're their biological children. But he's just trying to take over at a point where that's not good. This is a newborn baby. The father is there. And little does he know, the two fathers are there. So fall back. Support your lady, but fall back. Okay? And now I don't feel like if Shayla, I don't know, it's so messed up. Now if Shayla had wanted him there, I don't feel like that was an issue. But if he had gone, I don't think Mike would have known how to play his role. Like, if you're gonna go because she wants you there for support, that's okay. But fall back and let Arby do daddy duties. Fall back and let Arby do daddy duties. It's so, you know what, y'all, if you're catching this replay, I hope that you enjoy the live, but a lot of times people just don't realize that their duties are their duties. Like, each of us have a lane. We have a lane. And when it comes to other adults, you cannot control them. You cannot. So the best thing to do is to do your thing in your lane and control the factors that you can control. Leave the factors that you can't alone. Okay? Leave the factors that you can't. I quickly give advice where I think is needed. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, you grown. And I leave it alone. I leave it alone. And it's like, at least he did listen to Ro. So I'm so glad that he finally listened to Ro. I'm just ready for them to take the DNA test. Mike's so dumb. He might. Stefan, I can see him at the hospital looking all wild and crazy, talking about, I'm here, we're taking the DNA test, right? I'm gonna be like, Mike, you fed the baby. You in a sense, you definitely fed the baby, but nah, you're not needed for the DNA test. You know what, Stefan? I think because this is one of their major storylines, and I keep seeing people in the comments saying that Amber writes this storyline. So I don't know. I just feel like since this is one of their major storylines, that they're gonna drag it out even longer. Like, who knows? Did you see how quickly they fixed that stuff with Jay and Ernestine and Alexis? Now that was on point. That was on point. The way that storyline went, that was on point. I love the way the Jay, Alexis, and all that went. And it seems like they're trying to, quickly move to getting Jay and Alexis. I mean, not Jay and Alexis, but Jay and Ernestine back together. Because I don't know what happened. Some robbers, she caught robbers in the house. So I'm hoping I really do hope Jay and Ernestine get back together because I'm just so tired of them having all the couples like Amber and Anthony are together, but with this massive, huge secret. Her husband loves another woman. I feel like that was so out of. Now, to me, when they wrote that part in for Anthony to tell Shayla that he loved her, to me that was so ridiculous. That was so stupid, and it makes Anthony look so bad as a man. And then it's for him to stand there and say he loves Amber too. Like, you're really sitting there with this cheater grin on your face, telling this lady that you love her, and you're married to her best friend. You guys are having a secret baby that's not so secret, that's going to be your child and your godchild. Like, I'm so tired of that story. I'm so over that story. And look, this is Google. They say the things that we speak, the app's here. So hopefully, I know the app has heard, and the powers that be at Country Wayne know that we are tired of this storyline. Like, we're tired of it being so stuck. It just feels stuck. Finally, something happened. Finally, Shayla had the baby. I think they introduced her parents. That didn't help. They brought the parents. That wasn't what we were wanting. We didn't want that. We don't care about that. Because, they could easily just bring the parents in whenever. So make some major moves with this storyline. Make some major moves with this storyline. And I think having the baby is a major move. And, of course, there are going to be some times where Anthony's going to be drooling over that baby that's probably not even his. And Amber's going to wonder what the heck is going on. Because she already wondered why he got he got a little perturbed about Shayla and Mike. She was already kind of, okay, what's going on? So, let the storyline move. Okay, yeah, let them start to bond with the baby a little bit. I mean, we get a storyline every day, right? Or we get a couple of skits every day. I say by next week, we should be having Amber ask questions like, what's going on? Why are you so attached to this baby? But you don't want to adopt the baby. And then she's going to go through that, oh, I know, because you want it to be our baby kind of thing. And then, of course, she's going to continue to look crazy and not know that whatever it is that's going on with Anthony, he's too overly attached to that baby. Too overly attached. And I don't care nothing about no complexion. Anthony and Shayla are both light. That baby's light. By the time that baby's about 3 months, that baby will start to turn a little bit. And you could say it's either one of them. Because at this point, you could say it's either one of them's baby. Like I said, babies typically come out light. They've been in that womb so long. Unless those parents are really, really dark, or somebody in there, they've gotten that dark trait from somebody, gene from somebody, they typically come out light. You got to look around those fingertips, the nail beds, you got to look at the ears, and kind of figure it out what color they might be. And even then, you're not like going to be 100% right. Yeah, fake friends and fake husband. Fake friend and a fake husband. That's ridiculous. And you know what, Stefan? The only true friend of hers is Brittany. That's the only one. I know she's nerve-wracking. And I know everybody's tired of Brittany because of the way that she does Dalen. But at the end of the day, truth be told, Brittany is Amber's real friend. And see, Brittany finally fell back and laid off. And see, when Amber does find out, who is she going to run to? Brittany. And Brittany, when she came, I was like, I know that you can have best friends due to circumstances at different times, like your best friend in high school could maybe not be your best friend in college. So bam, you end up with two best friends. So I understand that moving to Atlanta, she probably ended up with Shayla as a best friend. But I just truly don't understand how she looks at them so equally as best friends. I don't think she's known Shayla long enough to look at Shayla as equally as she looks at Brittany. Like, even if she never knew Brittany until college, you and Brittany went to college together. You guys did things together. I think they pledged, So now you move to Atlanta, and Shayla's your best friend. And yeah, it's like she calls Brittany her best friend, but I always feel like she acts like she's closer to Shayla. And Shayla is the one that's stabbing you in the back, honey. That's the one that's stabbing you in the back. So, as people, we got to realize these skits are really, really just like life. You never know who will stab you in the back. You never know why. And at the end of the day, Shayla's why was because she was just so jealous. She was just so jealous. Because out of all the men in Atlanta, why would you be at all attracted to your best friend's man? That was the first sign that she wasn't your best friend. Now, could he, of course, he's nice looking. Would you admit that? Yes. But how could you be attracted to him? And if that's your best friend and you know feelings are feelings and you did feel that way towards him as a best friend, as a good person, you would never have acted on it. You would never have acted on it. If that's your best friend, as a good person, you would never have acted on that. But you know what, Stefan? People do that stuff every day in real life. And they do it with intention. Like, they do it with intention. And the one thing I saw some people saying about Shayla was, you know, they're blaming her for taking advantage of Anthony while he was drunk. And some people are saying, well, yeah, he was drunk, but he knew what he was doing. But I get what the people are saying when they say, well, yeah, but had it been the reverse, had she been drunk and he taken advantage of her and gotten her pregnant, some of y'all would even probably went as far as using the R word, right? So give her that same accountability that you would have given him. Exactly, Stefan. She really did. I mean, why is it that every man that she's been with, except Wayne, and if Wayne and Arby weren't brothers, the way Shayla and her family talk about money, her sister is the only one that doesn't seem to be turned on about money. And some people say that her dad isn't turned on with money, but yes, he is. Because if you notice, of all the men, he has the most respect for Anthony. He even said, let me check on Anthony when they lost the baby. He looks at Wayne, and of course, Wayne has a past, he and Arby have a history or whatever, of getting money the wrong way. But it is clear that his money is gotten the right way now. It's clear that he gets his money the right way. But he still, like, look down his nose at them. Okay, he's not impressed by Mike. But, Anthony, big, and see, he just doesn't know. Anthony does business with Wayne. So Wayne got it going on just as much as Anthony when it comes to money. But when it comes to, Anthony, he's so impressed by Anthony's dealings, his business ventures. I'm like, yeah, he's impressed by money as well. And yes, Shayla does want Amber's life. Because there is no way in the world that you would call this lady your best friend and then go on to mess with her husband like that. And yes, he was in a drunken state. And yes, he does still have some accountability, because look at all the times that he wasn't drunk. So being drunk, I hear a lot of people say they know exactly what they're doing when they're drunk. The only thing about it is that your faculties are not really in order. You know, you're not going to walk a straight line as well. You may not make the best decisions. Okay? But being drunk didn't mean that he gets a pass, or, if that's the case, every drunk husband gets a pass for screwing their wife's best friend, their wife's sister, their wife's cousin, their wife's enemy, any woman. I mean, if that's the case, you're going to give every drunken man a pass for messing around. And you're going to give every drunken woman a pass for messing around. So, nah. He don't get the pass because he was drunk. But at the same time, I do understand when people say, had Shayla been the one intoxicated and he taking advantage of her, then we would be on Anthony harder. So I do think Shayla does, they're right to be on Shayla. Anthony was going broke not too long ago. Exactly, because he was sick. Exactly. And I think he just wants that baby to be his, because with their storyline, there has been no talk of, are you sure, a paternity test. Anthony wants to be that baby's father so bad because he had that other time where he thought he was going to be a father. And just because Shayla said, I think at one point she said that maybe she wasn't dealing with Arby, and she wasn't. I can remember Arby wanted to touch her and she wouldn't let him. But at that moment that she and Anthony fooled around, it was less than a month. She could have still already been pregnant by Arby, because Arby would be horny, right? Arby would be like, come on, let's go, Shayla. So she wouldn't, because she had messed around with Anthony. And now some women will do that. They will meticulously plan. If they have a mate and they don't want that mate to be the father, and they want another man to be the father, they will plan. But I don't think it went that way. I think she was already pregnant and probably didn't know. And then, because it was like within a month of them messing around, she's pregnant. So that could be Arby's baby. I really think it is his baby. And whether it adds up or not, like it may not, you know how Jay and Ernestine and Alexis, that really didn't add up. So it's going to be really be close. But I think at the end of the day, it's really going to end up being Arby's, and it's not going to be like hard to believe. Because say for instance, this is September, right? She start messing around with Anthony today. Well, she and Arby probably had just messed around like a couple of weeks before. And then when she started messing with him, they stopped. So that could just as well be Arby's baby. And I really think that it is. The only way that won't be Arby's baby is that they write it not his for the dramatics. They write it not being his because they want to be so dramatic. I think that is the only way. And thank you, my member. Stefan is a member. I got to do something for members. Stefan, I didn't even think I would open up the membership. But I opened it up because they sent another email saying you can open up your membership. And I'm like, well, okay, that means I got to do something different, something special. Even if it's just me and my two members, Jill and Stefan. Even if it's just us, it'll be special. It'll be something we can say, remember when we first had that first membership? When we first had that first membership live? And it was just me and you in there? Or it was just me and Jill? Because there's no telling where Jill will be. Look, Jill works that 9 to 5. I don't know her actual hours, but Jill works Monday through Friday. Then sometimes she's headed home. And then you know she loves to cook. So even if it's just the two of y'all, I'm like, or whoever else is in there. It could be just me and you, Stefan. It could be just me and Jill, or it could be all three of us. Whoever it is, we'll be able to say, remember when we had that first members? But you know what? I like it like that. That's why I so like my chat being the way it is. You know, sometimes people come in here and it's about 20 of y'all. Sometimes it's like maybe 15. Sometimes it's just 2. Hey, and when it's the holiday, I don't expect it to be anybody. Because, you know, people want to spend time with their family. And again, people want to spend time with themselves. So I'm just appreciative to you. Yes, Stefan, you be there. So we're gonna have that membership. We'll be like, remember we had that first membership? We had fun up in that membership. Look, we did a giveaway. Because look, that's the purpose of the membership. Okay? When people join your membership, they're giving to you. Right? They're giving to you. So every so often we have to give back to the members. I think about that. That's well before I even thought about a membership. I thought about that. And I really wasn't thinking about a membership when I got monetized. I was just thinking, well, let me go ahead and get monetized because it's time for me to grow some other stuff too, to do some other stuff somewhere else. So they've been saying it. Let me go ahead and do it. But at the same time, when someone joins your membership, that is, you know, you appreciate that. You do appreciate that. So I feel like content creators should deliver in their memberships, however they choose to do so. However they choose to do so. So I've been on here for 57 minutes. I said I was going to do an hour. I was going to do 30 minutes. But when I've been on here this long, I'm like, just go ahead and do the hour. Just go ahead and do the hour. Go ahead and do the hour. Again, I hope you guys look at the legs. I hope that the legs have encouraged you to get up and move. Hopefully, maybe even tonight. If you haven't really moved today, you know you've been eating. You know you grilled. You had a good time. You had all this food today. It's not too late to get up and just walk around the block. It's not too late to get up and dance for about 30 minutes. It's not too late to do some jumping jacks. It's not too late to jump rope. It's not too late. And look, I get it. You're probably thinking, is she crazy? Well, do it tomorrow, okay? Do it tomorrow. Okay, Stefan, I'm about to get out of here. Have a safe trip home. Be safe getting home. I'm about to go inside myself. Thank you, bro, for always coming in and being supportive. I truly appreciate you. I definitely appreciate you. You definitely are supportive. So again, thank you for coming in. Thank you, Shawanda, Rock Just Living, Betty from Retirement Days. I want to say somebody else came through here. I can't remember who it was. I think I got everybody. So yes, it was Sharonda, Betty, Rock, and Stefan. Okay. So again, thank you guys for coming through. I appreciate you. Hopefully, if it's the Lord's will, we will see you tomorrow in Lions Pride on the next Let's Walk and Talk. So you guys remember what I always say over here. Don't let bothered people bother you. Sometimes people will be so bothered by you for no reason. They don't even really know you. But they feel as if they can hone in and zone in on you. Don't let bothered people bother you, okay? Don't let bothered people bother you. And don't bother anybody. Don't bother anybody unless they're bothering you. Don't let stress people stress you out. People have stressors. People have stress. And those who are most stressed will tend to create stress for other people if you let them. Don't let stress people stress you out. Don't let bothered people bother you. And don't allow anyone to pull you into their misery lounge. Okay? People have misery lounges, misery spots, misery places. They just have miseries. Misery. And it's not that they're miserable. Don't get it wrong. It may not be that they're miserable. Sometimes people like to make other people miserable because they may not be miserable, but things may just not be going right. And sometimes people aren't miserable. They're just the author of confusion. Some people like being the author of confusion. Some people see that as a way to get attention. Some people see that as a way to be noticed or be seen. So if you find yourself in one of those spots, in one of those places, one of those lounges, grab your grip and go. GYGAG. Grab your grip and go. Get up, get out of there, okay? Get up and get out of there. Go into your happy lounge. Go into your happy lounge, go into your happy place, go into your happy spot, go into your happy area where you may not be 100% happy 100% of the time, but you don't have to worry about the stress, the bothersome, and the miserable things, created by somebody else, okay? Thank you, Stefan. Thank you. Okay, you're welcome. So you guys be good. Again, get you some more food in. I know it's not quite that late. Get you some more food in, okay? Get you a good night's sleep. Get you some rest. Get up and get ready for tomorrow. And I hope you have a good day at work tomorrow, a productive day at work tomorrow. And again, don't let people bother you at work. A lot of times the job itself is stressful enough. So don't let bothered people bother you. And on that note, what do I wish you guys always? Peace, positivity, and prosperity. Because without peace, there's chaos, and without positivity, there's negativity. Wherever chaos and negativity hold hands, lock hands, arm to arm together, you fail to prosper to your fullest potential. Okay? Princess AGTV, hello, how are you? Glad to see you. Thank you for coming into the live. I appreciate it. We're about to get out of here. But again, I hope you heard the closing words. Okay? And I hope that you had a happy Labor Day. And again, guys, look at the legs move. Watch the legs move. Be motivated to get up and move your own legs. Okay? Be motivated to get up and move your own legs. At least 30 minutes each day. 30 minutes each day. All right? And if you have any issues, if you don't have any issues, if you feel like you're perfectly healthy, always let your healthcare provider know. Consult with them. Okay? Before starting or restarting or re-implementing your workout plan, regimen, or routine. I'm sure they'll be thrilled to know that you want to get up and move. Just keep moving for 30 minutes consistently. They will be thrilled to know that you want to do that. But due to some things that they may know about, they may want to monitor you and give and advise you on good ways to do that. Okay? On good ways to do that. You heard the closing. Okay, I appreciate that. Have a good night. Thank you. You too. Happy Labor Day, everyone. I'm moving. All right. Keep moving. Consistently. Consistency is key. We want to be consistent, and we want to be persistent about being consistent, right? You want to be consistent, and you want to be persistent about being consistent. Okay? So do what works for you. Do what works for you. You don't have to work out as much as your neighbor, your sibling, your friend, your church member, the lady in Walmart. You don't have to work out as much as them. Start at your own pace. Build that stamina. Build that endurance, okay? And get to a place that helps you to meet your goals. Get to a place that helps you to meet your goals. Build that endurance. Build your stamina. Get to a place that will help you to reach your goals, whether it's weight loss, whether it's to get those numbers in check, those health numbers. Again, we'll say those again, the blood pressure, your glucose, your cholesterol, your triglycerides. The triglycerides is the fat in the blood, okay? So sometimes you want to get that LDL down, which is the bad cholesterol, Get that HDL up, which is the good cholesterol, and you want those triglycerides under 150. You want them down, down, down. So your blood pressure, even your temperature, everything that you can, you want those numbers in check. And if whatever they are right now, if they're stable, good. You want to keep them stable. Okay, if they're a little bit up, maybe implementing a workout plan regimen into your lifestyle, if you don't already have one, will help. Okay, and that's not to say, I'm not promising you that the numbers will become great because you're exercising, because everything takes time and some things are hereditary, right? Sometimes you hear people say no matter how much they exercise, that blood pressure just stays up there. They've got to take medicine. So that is something that you have to talk about with your doctor and be mindful of those things. And, do as much as you can, you know, do as much as you can, have a trusted healthcare team, and do what you need to do. Okay. And if you have to take that medicine, continue to be consistent, and hopefully you have to continue to be consistent, and hopefully those numbers will come down, because we hear so many people, as soon as they end up finding out that they have high blood pressure, oh, I'm going to start walking. Well, are you going to be consistent with that? Are you going to be persistently consistent with that? Because if your blood pressure number is through the roof, you don't need to be talking about, oh, I'm going to start walking. You need to have that in your mind as a part of your plan. But sometimes there are things that you need to do to get that blood pressure down. Like, it's nothing to play with. You need to get it down. Do what you need to do, or take whatever you and your doctor decide that you need to take to get it down. And as you're doing that, then implement your workout plan. And hopefully you're going to continue to see your doctor, as we all should. And hopefully those numbers will start to go down while you're taking whatever you're taking. And then you and your doctor can decide, well, let's see if between now and my next visit, if you're not taking this, what happens? You have to remember, consistency is key. When you see those numbers go up, everybody says, oh, let me start walking. Let me start exercising. Are you going to be committed to that? Hey, that green vegan. Happy Labor Day, everyone. I'm moving. Uh-oh, you're moving. Uh-oh, are you moving? Do you mean you're exercising or you're moving to a new place? Whichever one you're doing, do well, do good. I wish you well. You got this, okay? You got it. So you have to be consistent. And exercise may not get those numbers down, Exercise may not get those numbers down because it may be hereditary. And sometimes when things are hereditary, yes, our lifestyle changes can help to improve them, can make it even get to a point where you don't have to take medicine. But if it doesn't, do the things that you need to do. Talk with your primary care provider, listen to them. And if you feel like you need to talk to a different one, do so. We drop nuggets over here. We don't give medical advice. We don't give clinical advice. We don't give professional advice. We do not medically, professionally, or clinically diagnose, assess, treat, or evaluate, okay? We just drop nuggets. And hopefully some of the nuggets that we drop over here, whether it's the chat dropping nuggets, whether it's me dropping nuggets, some of the things that we share with each other, they're all for informational purposes only. And hopefully those things can help us help each other, or someone that we know, be it a family member, a friend, a classmate, a co-worker, an instructor, a church family, no matter who it is. You're exercising. Okay, I got you. That's good. Great, green vegan. That's great. That's absolutely wonderful. So yes, keep moving. Okay. So again, everybody, it's been some stuff on this app. It's been some drama. Just remember to be you. Be you. Everybody else is taken. Be you. We do some of the same things on this app, but being unique is key. I always come up with different things and different sayings over here because I want to be unique. And this is a channel. So even though that we're going to be often doing the same things, people do things and they say things to make their channel unique. You may have 100 people racing cars, but each channel that's racing cars is going to do something that's a little unique so that they can stand out from the others. Okay? Be you. Okay? Yes. When you see someone doing something that you like, it's okay to do that, but do it in your own way. Put your own spin on it. It keeps things more pleasant, okay? It keeps things more pleasant. All right? What's going on, my Looney? Looney says, hey, my line's fried. Hey, Looney. We've been walking for about an hour, Looney. We've been walking for about an hour. We about to wrap it up. Looney, I hope you had a happy Labor Day. If you had to work today, I still hope. Look, if you guys had to work today, for those of you who had to work, again, it's Labor Day. We appreciate you. You know, the workforce is such that it is that some places are open 24/7. So some people can't be off Labor Day. Or maybe they can't be off every Labor Day. Maybe they take turns. Okay? So I hope that you had a happy Labor Day. And if you had to work when you got off, I hope that you enjoyed your Labor Day. Even if it was just getting yourself some rest, enjoying some of the food that your family had, and even if it's just coming home and chilling. Coming home and chilling, okay? Coming home and chilling. And remember, this is September. September, October, November, December. 4 months left in this year. The third of the year. So there are a lot of holidays that are about to come up, y'all. There are a lot of holidays that are about to come up. So if you didn't get a chance to be off this Labor Day, plan on being off at least, what is it we got? Like I said, Halloween is not like a big holiday to be off, but it is a holiday that a lot of people love to celebrate. So you got Halloween, you got Thanksgiving, you have Veterans Day. Some people will be off for Veterans Day. We have a presidential election coming up. Some people will be off for that. Not many, but some. But as far as the other holidays, we got Thanksgiving, okay? We got Black Friday. That's a holiday in itself, you know, even if you don't go out in it. Even if you don't go out, some people do still go out. And a lot of times people are online. So just enjoy yourself. And then we have Christmas Eve. We got Christmas. We got New Year's. So with the Lord's will, we have those. And then in December, you got all these Christmas parties. So if you didn't get a chance to enjoy yourself today, hopefully you will get a chance to enjoy yourself soon, okay? Get a chance to be off work soon, okay? That Green Vegan says, never give up. That's right. Put it on a shirt, Green Vegan. Never give up. Put it on a shirt. Luna says, had to speak before you ended the live. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Luna says, same to you, love. Thank you, Luna. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And Luna, it's all love. All love. I just told the live. Sometimes things will have you going every which way but loose. Every which way but loose. Okay? Every which way but loose. But it's an app. It's an app. Okay? It's an app. So protect your peace of mind. Protect your peace of mind. Protect your heart. Protect your channels. Protect you. Okay? Protect you. Most importantly, protect you. Okay? Know the places that you need to be and the places that you shouldn't be. And know the difference. Know, again, there are sometimes some places that we are that we shouldn't be. All you got to do is leave. Grab your grip and go. Grab your grip and go. Luna says, you already know we so much better. Facts. Facts. We so much better than Lions Love. Exactly. Exactly, Looney. Exactly. So a lot of times people just, I won't even say people take you there, but sometimes it's the actions, and you be like, man, look, this ain't me, but you gotta, some stuff you just gotta do what you gotta do, and then you just leave it. You just gotta do what you gotta do. You just leave it. You just leave it, because most of the time when you're in the midst of something, the truth speaks for itself. The truth speaks for itself. So guys, when you're in the midst of something, try not to overstress about it. Especially when it's like something that's honestly, truly not that important. Try not to overstress about it, because the truth will speak for itself. The patterns will speak for themselves, and the truth will speak for itself. The truth will speak for itself, and the patterns will speak for themselves. Okay? Everybody's not going to like what you say or like what you did, but the truth is the truth, and the patterns are the patterns. Okay? So on that note, you guys have a great rest of your night, a great rest of your Labor Day. And again, if you didn't get a chance to be off today, hopefully one of these upcoming holidays you will get a chance to be off. And guess what? It doesn't have to be a holiday. Just take a day off. Take a vacation day. If you don't have it saved up, hey, just take a day. Just take a day. I promise you, you won't miss that day's pay. If you need some time off and you need to rest your mind, you need to rejuvenate. What do I say over here? We use the R words. Release, relax, rest, refocus, rejuvenate. Sometimes if you can, rewind, okay? Readjust, okay? Readjust, reset, restart, recommit, and just be you. Okay? Just be you. Looney says, true, true, true. That's right, bro. True. Blessings, lines in the pride. Thank you, Looney. Blessings to you guys. Please go over there and check out Looney. Please check out Shawanda. She came in. I'm not sure if Shawanda has a channel. I know she has a channel, but I'm not sure she does content. But what I do know is that she's a good person for a lot of people. She mods for a lot of people, so she's coming here. So check out Princess AGTV, Stefan. Stefan's on the way home. Hopefully he's getting there safely. Rock Just Living, my moderator, of course, check her out. Betty from Retirement Days, check her out. I don't want to miss anybody, but I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. That Green Vegan, please check out That Green Vegan. Yes, Shawanda is. She really is, Looney. I've seen her mod for a lot of you guys, and she really is. So on that note, I will see you guys on the next Let's Walk and Talk in Lives Pride. And again, remember, look at the legs move, okay? Look at the legs move. We've been saying that and we're going to keep saying that. Everybody got their own thing. How can you be mad at somebody because of their own thing? Okay, look at the legs move. Bye, y'all. I always support your recommendations. Thank you, that green vegan. Thank you so much. And I've got to be careful. Be careful with the recommendations, Green Vegan, because a lot of times, we don't know each other on here fully. We see someone from time to time. They seem supportive, so we recommend. So I'm starting to be really, really careful about my recommendations, okay? Now, my recommendations aren't all like me. We do different things. So if I recommend them and you feel comfortable, good. If you don't feel comfortable, that's okay. That's cool too, because everybody's not for everybody. I like a lot of people who I don't even really like some of the content they do, but I really like them as people, you know? So you guys protect yourselves, protect your peace wherever you go, okay? Looney says, good night, love. Good night, Looney, bro. I appreciate you. Much love, bro. Much love, that green vegan. Much love to each and every one of you guys that came through here, and to anybody who catches this replay. Much love to you guys. Leave a comment in the comment section if you don't mind or if you would like. Okay? It's all appreciated. Bye, y'all.